So diving into an example, we have recording bonds at issuance, and we have a liability to the corporation that issues the bond, and what we did back in chapter 12 to the investor who buys the bond at an investment. So on January 1, 2018, Masterware Industries issued 700,000 of 12% bonds. Interest of 42,000 is payable semi-annually on June 30th and December 31. The bonds mature in 3 years. The entire bond issue was sold in a private placement to the United Intergroup at the face amount. Okay, so the face amount we have here, let's see, Masterware, the issuer issued the bonds, so it's cash and then bonds payable. And then the investor was investment in bonds and cash. So those are the two different entries on the liability level and the asset level. Okay? So what determines the selling price? Bonds will sell for more than face amount at a discount or less than face amount at a premium, depending on how the 12% stated interest rate compares with the prevailing market or effective rate of interest. Okay, so this basically says if the coupon rate and the market effective rate is the same thing, then it will be the face amount, right? If it's selling, if the risk is higher, then it's going to be a discount, and if the risk is lower than coupon, then it sells at a premium. And why? Essentially, it's because if the bond is riskier than what it pays, it sells at a discount, because then the investor still gets that 14%. It just gets it by buying the bond a little bit less in par value, say 97 cents on the dollar, and they get 100 cents on the dollar back. So they get that boost by the repayment of the loan later. If in the case that actually the coupon pays more to the investor than he needs, then actually you'll pay 102 or something like that, and you get that, you pay 102 for something that was like 100, meaning that you'll pay 102, even if you hold it to maturity, you get back 100, but you've been getting the 12% coupon, so you have to basically lose a little bit of money, and that's why you pay a premium to begin with. So this is the age-old question always with bonds: is it a discount or is it a premium? And you know, that is what we did the Excel on. Looking at this Excel file, I think we did it last time, a couple sessions back, but it's the same exact question where they go through and calculate the discount. And I know this is on the CPA exam. For those, I think most of you are going to take FAR soon. This is a must for you guys to take this Excel and absolutely just redo it yourself and figure out how to do this, especially that they had the simulation. We did a simulation in week 1. This could be a simulation on the asset side. This could be a simulation on the liability side. It's the same thing. So I would put in all the numbers using this template and crunch through it. But the idea is that basically they give you the present value. I think we start doing this question down here. They give you the present value, and this is something also you should be able to compute, and that is a different section of the exam. But the present value, they give you the factors, and what you do is you multiply them out. So the principal, present value of 700,000 coming back in how many periods? We have 6 periods. Okay. And that is 466,438, and the value of the cash flow, I think they break it up to us. The value of this cash flow at present value of 42 coming at these different periods is the 200,195. So the 200,195 plus the 466,438 is equal to 66,633. So that is your carrying value. That is just how you get the square one, essentially. You're like, okay, that is my essentially, you know, and if it's a liability, that would be your liability, right? And then the difference is the discount balance, right? So how do you enter that? As we're going to go over the next videos exactly on all the journal entries related to this example.